Okay, I think we can go. I don't know why I just actually sit here and hide behind that screen while you guys are typing in the comments. I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just like, because I say it's 8 o'clock, I'm just waiting till 8 o'clock comes before I actually go ahead and start. But hey, I don't think anybody died as a result of just jumping in 2 minutes early. So here we are. Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome back to this save, which is. I have no idea what's going on here, but I do know that as I've moved forward towards the first game that's coming up tonight, the board would like to have a word with me. It is not a bad word that they would like. They'd like to offer me I don't know if they're going to offer me more money, but they certainly. Okay, Ben, I can do that. It's too late now. I suppose I actually could do it, but probably be a lot of farting about, which probably wouldn't be worth it. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to offer me a new contract. Let's have a look at what my current contract is at the moment, because I actually don't know. I'm not earning very much, £2,900 a week after tax. Mind you, I'd accept that. That would be actually very, very nice. 4,800, relegation wage drop of 25%, and 80% compensation. But since I can't go anywhere in this save because I've been blocked by the FM gods from actually going anywhere, I don't know what that is. I did read about a glitch early on where people were saying that playable leagues were not showing up on their screens. This is probably part of that glitch. And so as we can't go anywhere, I guess we better go and get ourselves a brand new contract. We would like to gauge your opinion. Would be well. They actually aren't offering me a contract. They just want to know if I think it's a good idea that they'd think about it. What a show of unity and stability. And they're saying they're delighted, of course. And we'll get started on putting plans into motion. They don't give me any idea of when that might happen. But, very quickly by the look of it. Pleased to confirm in writing the agreement you made during. We will be offering you a new deal shortly. It could take a little bit of time yet. But we'll just move on to our next game. It does actually, Andy done it. £2,900 a week, £3,000 a week. I'll be very, very happy with £12,000 a week after tax. A month after tax. I'd be very, very happy with that. So we're not actually doing too bad in terms of money. I just wish that I could get rid of this nonsense. But there's not much I can do about that at the moment. We have to go and play Oxford. They're not a bad team, actually. When I had a look at them just now, a couple of things that jumped out to me from the team report was that they are very, very good in most things, and that they are not very good in just bravery isn't very good. The goalkeeper's aerial command of the penalty area isn't great, but then we are not great aerially either, so that doesn't really matter so much. And they're not so goalkeepers are not so good at one-on-ones, but there's nothing apart from the fact they're not very brave jumps out in terms of their weaknesses, but their strength, they are good. And they have good acceleration, they have good pace, and they have good dribbling. And so I think I need to set the line back a little bit. They have also very good technique, which will help with all the other good things that they're very good at. So I'm going to set the line back a little bit to stop them running at us. And don't get out of bed for less than that. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? I think we'll have to do a group lottery, and then we might be getting that kind of money, but it ain't happening even in my dreams at this point in time. So, okay, so I got all 5 loanies out in the team today. These boys are good players. Jody Jones is injured, so there's Forness is going to have to play a lot of football for a time. I think Jody Jones is out for another 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. So Forson is going to be playing quite regularly here. And then Corness is not quite, for me, made it yet, but he's got an average rating of 7.03. And the defenders, well, we know they're good players. They just haven't yet hit the ground running. Aline isn't great. So what I might do, actually, is bring in Cameron just for today until Aline starts finding his feet a little bit more. He's struggling a little bit. I'm struggling to find a right back. Gibbons is a right back, isn't he? A left back to put on the bench. Chickson will need to come on. He can come on for Randall. Randall then can come in for Scott. So now we have a left back and a right back on the bench. If you don't have those on the bench, you can guarantee you know what is going to happen. We'll start with that and then see where we go. Focus play down the middle. He obviously has a reason for doing that. I'm willing to go with him for now. Perhaps he wants us to avoid playing out wide. I don't know why. I think they're probably quite strong in midfield. So I'll go with him for now. But it's the first thing that I might take off if things are not going too well. He can go onto his left foot, but he's very pacey. And this is, you can see where their pace is. The pace is going to be out wide. He's not, though. He's a centre-back with no pace, playing as a full-back. And we'll close him down and turn him onto his right foot. And this nonsense now, we don't have the ability to be closing down. We're not Liverpool. And let's not talk about Liverpool Man United. Gosh, Ben, what an awful game that was. That was a dreadful game. I watched it myself and it was absolutely horrid. He's a good passer of the ball, so we'll tight mark him. And left foot. I think it was him, wasn't it? Brannigan. Good passer. Left foot's very weak, yeah. And then the other centre mid. But, you know, Andy, it's for me, a point is a point. Like, for United, that was a huge game. Losing 5-0 again against Liverpool would not have been a good result. So for me, a point is a point in that fixture. Left foot and tight mark him again. And those are the two boys. We stop them putting balls over the top. Then we can hard tackle this guy and left foot. And we should be thinking about tight marking him and left foot. There's a lot of right footers in this team. And maybe I should be focusing down our right hand side. It was anti-football. That was a good point for you now. Yeah, I just think it was a good point. Wasn't pretty to watch, but we held on. And for me, it was a very good point. This boy is very, very good. And then Mark Harris, he is not very strong, not very brave. So we'll hard tackle him. He's another right footer. So hard tackle him and turn him onto his left foot. So I actually want this team to be moving over. If they're all right-footed, then I do not want them playing on this side of the pitch. So what I want is all the players to be going this way and forcing them onto their left foot, which they don't like. So this guy, for example, needs to be put onto his left foot so that he has to go this way. They're not going to like playing down this side of the pitch. And equally, this guy needs to be playing the ball this way. And he is... What did we put him on? Ryan White. Yeah, we're going to put him onto his left foot as well, so that they end up playing the ball this way. These two guys, Negru, who was actually the player I was actually thinking of buying. Again, he has a very weak left foot. We want to turn him onto his left foot. We want them playing this way. He's going to naturally play this way, but I want Negru to be playing that way as well. Romeo, I want him to be playing the ball that way. So if we can keep them, they don't want to play on their left foot. So we're going to try and keep them playing in this side of the pitch, not up that side. And so therefore, I want to focus my play down the left, not down the middle. So that when... No, actually, he's right. I should focus play down the middle. Because, yeah, he's right. I should focus down the middle. Sports. What is the role of a sports scientist? Don't they do things like diet and that kind of stuff? I actually don't know. I'd have to Google it, what a sports scientist does. Sports Illustrated. That's probably a good... Yeah, I actually don't know. But I think they have something to do with diet. They also have something to do with working out the science of fitness. I actually don't know. But to be fair, he's very apprehensive about his battle with Kieran Brown. Why? Get on with it. Kieran Brown. What is wrong with Kieran Brown? Let's have a look at Kieran Brown. He doesn't have a battle with Kieran Brown. Kieran Brown is on the other side of the pitch. What is he talking about? He's their right winger. He doesn't have a battle with the left fullback. Wait, Kieran Brown is the left back. Yeah, he's not going to have a battle with him. What is the matter with him? Come on. Okay, let's go to the dressing room. I think that we should get out there and hope that the game has rolled the dice correctly for our first game of this save. And that the dice has been rolled. Utsav, how are you doing? And that the dice has been rolled the correct way after coming back after the break. And have we got a penalty? We have. This could be a very, very good start for us. And I think the dice maybe has come down the right way, providing Langstaff puts this away. Which he does. I've always had faith in that boy. I've always rated him. Could I explain the difference between a fullback and a wingback? Basically, a wingback is more of an attacking option. That's the way I look at it. He will start higher up the pitch than a fullback. A fullback is a much more defensive option. Even a fullback on attack will start further back. His starting position will always be more defensive orientated and will be careful about bombing up and down the touchline. A wing-back, his main role is to attack. Even though he might be on a defensive role, he's still going to want to get forward and support the forwards. But a full-back's mentality really is to defend. And that's really what I think the difference is. I have both. When I've got a poor team, I've got both usually as full-backs. Because I want them to have a more defensive edge to their game rather than an attacking game. Does that help? Does everybody agree with what I said? Or would you guys say that I've got that wrong or perhaps adjusted a little bit what I said? But that's what I think about fullbacks and wingbacks. Don't know. What do you guys think? This game is dull at the moment. Just a penalty separating the two sides. But it's in our favour. So at the moment, I'm not complaining. Oxford are a very good team. They are in 5th. And I think we're doing well. Let's, I think we need to show everyone. You think so, Andy? You agree with me? I think it's fairly straightforward that a fullback is a little bit more defensive than a wingback, and a wingback really wants to get forward, but a fullback will keep his defensive shape a lot better. It's just, I think that's simple. So come on, boys, let's at least create a chance in the second half, shall we? And you can see second half syndrome has just appeared a little bit, but we can't say it's second half syndrome because we haven't dominated the game. We've just been slightly better than the opposition. We've had a bit more possession and our chance creation is a little bit better, but apart from that, nothing really special. And looking at things, we are still fairly fit, although coming up to 70 minutes perhaps should make some substitutions now. Does that sound okay, Utsaf? I guess that's how it's always been for me. Just about their mentality, really. I've got 2 wing backs for this team, and I'm really only playing these as wing backs because that's what they want to play as. Normally I'd be looking for full backs for a team like this, but these guys want to play as wing backs, and they're probably not going to be as effective as fullbacks. Penny wants to play as a complete wing back, but I also want to have an attacking threat from left back, which has been working so far. And I've got Ogieni, who's come in on loan from Manchester United. He wants, I think, to attack, but I've just got him as a wing back on defend. He would prefer to be attacking, but I'm using him as a defensive wing back because I want to keep 4 players in their slots. And have we had half time yet? Oh, I was going to make some substitutions, wasn't I? Like I'm losing the plot here. What about DM? Oh, blimey, Hutsaf. I think I might have to do a series on roles in Football Manager. Ball-winning midfielder will basically run after the ball. If you look at it like that, a ball-winning midfielder is going to try and win the ball. And so wherever the ball is, he's going to run after it and try and win it. And that's how I look at a ball-winning defender. And a DM is simply going to sit here. He's going to support any options that he has in front of him. I don't know, Ben. I've lost the plot. So DM is going to simply sit. He will get forward, a DM. Don't be fooled by the fact that even a DM on defend is going to go forward. You want someone to sit here properly. You're going to need to probably have an anchor or a halfback to sit here properly. So a DM will get forward occasionally, even on a defend duty. But a ball winner will just chase the ball around. Wherever the ball goes, he's going to chase it around all over the place. And he's a dangerous player to play. If you're not defensively very good, he could get pulled out of position quite easily, a ball winner. I think that's probably what I would think about a ball winner. Nemain is not having a great game. Again, he is like... Oh, he's a problem. So we'll bring on Randall. And Randall isn't very good on that wing. But that's all I have. And then McGoldrick, again, not having the greatest of games. He needs to shape up, McGoldrick. He's not playing very well of late. Corness is doing okay. Matt Penny is tiring, so maybe Chickson needs to come on here. I don't want Chickson playing as an attacking option, so we're going to put Chickson on a support duty. He's probably going to let us down if he's attacking too much. And then Jamie Bowden is a little tired, and so that's 4. Let's go with that. Let's try and see this game out. Come on, boys, we got this. Can we do this? We will go top. This will be something special. Beating Oxford. Oh, just a commentator's curse, isn't it? You know what's going to happen here. They're going to head it over the crossbar, and it's going to come to nothing. See, I was right. And it's very close now. They have been the better team in the second half, and they have tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to up the pressure on them. I'm going to counter press them. I'm not going to counter attack and get caught out of shape, but we are going to just use our superior fitness to try and see this game out. They've got very, very tired, and so hopefully our superior fitness putting pressure on them. We've come back into the game, I've noticed, which is good. And we're coming up to the end, and hopefully we're going to see this game out with a 1-0 start to the episode. And what's really interesting, guys, everyone thought we were going to lose, but that's not the interesting bit. We have just got another clean sheet. And anybody who doubted that this method of defending, don't doubt it. We've just got another clean sheet. We're not scoring many, but then we're not the greatest attacking team. But we've got another clean sheet. And in terms of goals scored, 12 goals scored, we are still the best defensively in the league, and now we have gone top of the league. And what happened to Reading then? What happened to the teams? How very strange. Stockport drew. Reading lost. That was interesting. So we have gone top. Ho ho! I tell you what. I thought this team at the beginning of the season was going to get relegated. I really thought they were very, very poor. But they're just blowing everyone away at the moment. And this run, I mean, that game against Peterborough, that was quite shocking, wasn't it? And looking at the stats, we absolutely annihilated them. It was just like, I don't know how we lost that game, but who needs Dan Crowley? Yeah, Dan Crowley wasn't required. I never had any problem selling him. I just didn't panic at all myself when we realised it wasn't worth selling him and we'd sold our best player. We've brought Forson in instead. And it would have been nice to have Crowley instead of McGoldrick, because McGoldrick's not playing too well. But I'm happy that we're doing so well. I don't know how many games we played now. 9, 22 points. Keep doing this and we'll be safe from relegation very soon. And who's thinking about a relegation battle? Do I need to rest the players? No, we have a week without a game, so we can progress. And the next game we have will be Barnsley. Where are Barnsley? 17th. I really hate games like this. It's like the likes of Barnsley. And it would be so FM that we beat the team in 5th, Oxford, and then we go and lose to Barnsley. That's so FM. Slocum probably does need to play. Some of these boys actually probably do need to play. Bostock can play for 45 minutes. Chickson for 45 minutes. Brindley can play for 45 minutes. Randall also. Let's get them up to fitness. Gibbons, again, we'll give him 45 minutes. And then Kedwin Scott needs 90 minutes, I think. And Bajami, yeah, we'll give him 90 minutes as well. Tiernan Brooks, 90 minutes. And Osu, injured, isn't he? So just give him 45 minutes. The rest are okay, looking at them. Barnsley are a good team at this level, you reckon, Ben? Check the season preview to see where the media... You think they're underperforming? Oh, here comes the contract. They waited to see if I would beat Oxford. 72k in the wage budget. They're still not budging on that, are they? Barnsley, let's go to the season preview. Where are Barnsley predicted to finish? We are predicted to finish 13th. Barnsley predicted to finish 8th. So you're right, Ben. They're underperforming a little bit. Maybe we'll be okay against them. Work within the wage budget. I'm going to agree to work within the wage budget when I'm already outside it. And I'm going to try and to get the wage budget up a little bit if I can. Can I look at this? I can't do anything about the wage budget here. Can I? There's no actionable stuff here. I mean, I might just have to ask them to up the wage budget. 4.8 thousand a week is not much of a pay rise. In fact, I don't think it is a pay rise, is it? That's what we were on before. So we need to up that. We're going to try 5.5. Actually, I'm going to try 5.75. They want to hold on to me. Let's try that. They don't like that very much, do they? Let's try... Oops, not 4.4. Let's try 5.25. No, they're not willing to budge, are they? Let's try 5k then. Yep, they're going for 5k. So I got £200 a week pay rise out of that new contract. Never actually tried that one. At the moment I'm doing a journeyman save. I've never actually tried building a nation. That one doesn't really interest me because it's really about developing youngsters and then loaning out your youngsters to other clubs in your country and building up not just your club but other clubs. And developing youngsters has never been my thing. So yeah, I mean, I've thought about it a few times, but never actually done it. Have you done one? Have you done a build a nation? Hey, Teach You, how you doing, mate? Never tried a Newcastle United save. I'm definitely going to do a Newcastle United save for you, Ben, at some point. Might even be probably if I don't do a short save at the end of this year, I might do it as my beta save for FM25. What an honour that will be for are you delighted? Well, these are really stupid questions. I'm pleased. I'm not going to say I'm delighted this time. I'm absolutely pleased. I'm absolutely pleased to keep it going. Can you keep the good times rolling? We've built something very impressive and I'm very proud of it. Well, we have actually. We have. That's not a lie. I do lie a lot in this game, but that is not a lie. So Barnsley, they don't look... I mean, this is going to be the problem, isn't it? I really need better defence to deal with these three up here. And then they're going to sit back by the look of it. That doesn't look very much like Barnsley. Blimey. They have good decisions. Looking for pace, dribbling. Pace and dribbling are not there. Are they in here? They're good. They're not very good at set pieces, which is good. They've got good teamwork and work rate, so they're probably going to press. Poor first touch, but they don't have great acceleration. Difficult. They're just one of these mediocre teams where actually nothing really stands out about them and nothing is really a weakness. So it would be good if we could take the lead early on because their determination is poor. They don't have pace. Acceleration is poor. So I think, interestingly, I think we're going to play with a higher line, and we are going to trigger press a little bit more often. They're not very determined, and so but they do have good work rates, and they may well press us to begin with. And I might want to keep an eye on that in case they do press us early on, and our defenders playing with a high line might be caught out a couple of times. But we shall see. We shall see. Brindley is not training very well, is he? What's his latest score in training? We don't know. We'll wait until that comes around. The individual training set for them is not working. Oh, God. Complainers. Let's take it off then. We're going to be busy now anyway. They don't need to be... and they're never going to become very good players, so why bother? So if they're complaining, we'll take them off. These are not the greatest players in my team, so let's not worry too much about them. You think Barnsley will win here? I think this run... Given this, like, we are Notts County, we're not supposed to be doing this, and I think this run will come to an end very soon. So I'm not going to disagree with you. He's a good player. Certainly not going to disagree with you there, Ben. God, blimey, any tips to develop under 18 players? If I was playing a save myself and I was developing youth and I was going for that kind of stuff, in the save I have over at Japan at the moment with Hiroshima, I have two very, very good youngsters, Hayashi and Takuda up front. They're very, very good players, 17 years old and 18 years old. And when you're setting up for a young player, if we go and look at one of these young players, and I'm not doing it here, unfortunately, I should be, but you take a look at one of these young players. Let's look at this young player, and we go to his development, go to his training, and he's being played in the position that he wants to play, which is good, and he's got an additional focus. Now, what I would do is I wouldn't leave that, and... one of the things about this game is that we play it for a couple of hours and 2 months has passed. But we don't realise that he's been training on this then for 2 months. We think it's only just a couple of hours. So you might want to pick 4 things that are relevant to his position that he's training in. Final third being one of them, passing being another one, and something with composure in it being another one. So you wanna... It absolutely is, Andy, isn't it? So and then just rotate those things every couple of months. So just make a note in your notes that for this geezer in 2 months' time you want to start training his passing. And then after that, 2 months after that, he needs to be doing a bit of ball control. So every couple of months, start training him in different pieces that are required for the position that he's playing in. If he's doing particularly well in one particular area, then perhaps you don't need to focus on that too much. But that apart, that's the only tip that I would have for developing youngsters. I'd keep them at the club until they are 18, and then I would loan them out for a year, see what they're like then. If they're not good enough, loan them out for another year. If they're not ready to go into your first team after that, sell them. That's it. That's my attitude to youngsters. Yeah, but at the moment, I'm not paying attention to any of that. We're just, how come I only got third? How come I've taken this team to the top of the league, and now I find out I'm only going to be third in the Manager of the Month award? Absolutely shocking, that is. He has got great hair, hasn't he? He's out the door at the soonest. I'm not having anybody in my teams with hairstyles like that. This is not a beauty parlour. We're here to play football, and he's out the door as soon as possible. And so we are doing okay according to the board. They're pleased, and we have an A plus. Quite right. We are untouchable, and we have an A plus from the supporters. And it's at this point in time that I feel like I would want to leave the club, but that's not an option to me. I'm doing really well, and this is a time where a championship club might be looking to come in for me. But unfortunately, that's not an option, because if I go to the job centre, I think it's probably still going to be the same. There's actually no vacancies at the moment. So doesn't really matter. Who's missing from here? Performance analysis. And so the team he agrees with me, no changes. And we're not going to pick anybody for that, don't worry about it. And I think you could probably be right, Ben. I think that Barnsley will get one over me here. If they're predicted to finish higher up the table, they have to recover at some point. We're going to have to be on our game to beat them. But I want to keep it balanced. We are at home, but I just don't want to go gung-ho. I don't want to be leaving space at the back. They're going to play the way we have been playing. It might not be aggressive enough. But if it isn't, then the good news is that when we recognise it's not aggressive enough, we can up it in the second half. So playing this way is good both ways. It's defensively good. But also, if it's not working, we can throw the kitchen sink at them. These boys are the same ones who were telling off all the time. At one point, one of these is going to get very shirty with me. I'm not going to tell off Bajami. He's simply there every week. My assistant manager looked like Harry Kane. Where's my assistant manager? Let's go to the staff. Where did you see a picture of the assistant manager? Oh yeah, he does look a bit like Harry Kane, doesn't he? Maybe he is Harry Kane. He's just come back. He didn't want anyone to know. He changed his name. He does look like Harry Kane. That's a good spot, Ben. It's a very good spot. But if we can beat Barnsley today, I might even start to believe that we can do big things this season, because getting promoted from League 2 was good. Well, then we didn't have any money to spend, and getting promoted from League 1 would just be unthinkable. So if we can, I might just start to believe. That's their bravery, isn't it? He's saying tackle harder because they are not very brave. That is their one big weakness, is they're not brave. And he's asking my players to do that again, and I don't want to do that. Oh, they're three at the back, aren't they? So Jordan Williams. Left foot again. Was interesting how we spotted. It is good if you have a team who have a lot of left-footed players, then force them to go that way, because they don't want to play on their right foot. If you keep turning them that way, then they're not going to be very effective. So it's an interesting... I think I did a tutorial on that. I think maybe a couple of years ago. Maybe I need to revisit that. Keep an eye on teams who have predominantly one foot, and just force them to play on that foot, and they don't like it. And where's your other wing back? There's a hard tackle and a right foot. And then Russell, Jonathan Russell. See, these boys have got, their feet are good. Both feet are good. I just want to close him down, I think. He's not that dangerous, not that creative, but he certainly needs closing down. And then this guy is probably quite good. So we're going to type mark Torrey Williams. Don't know much about him, and he's not match fit, but just type mark him. Then hopefully he won't be too much of a problem. Here's their main outlet. He's got lots of vision. He's got he's not got great passing, but he's got good vision, so I am going to type mark him. He's not the greatest player, but he might be a danger. Max Walters, which one is he? He's the Wanderer. So we're not really going to do much with Max. Just turn him onto his left foot. That's all we're going to do with him. And then this guy is the advanced forward. Yeah, he's going to play as an advanced forward. He's got pace, has dribbling. Again, I don't want to get too close to him. We're just going to... I've probably got players who could type mark him. But for now, I think we're just going to turn him onto his weaker foot, his left foot. I don't really, because of his pace, scares me a little bit, and I don't want to get too close to him. Pace and dribbling is always a bit scary for defenders. And so that will be that. Let's go and play this game. I think you... Hey, Blob, good to see you. I think you could be right here, Ben. I'm going to go for a prediction of a defeat here myself. I'll be happy with a draw. But it's got to come to an end. This has all got to come to an end. And it's important we make full use of home advantage. And I want to tell these players, while things are good, I've got faith in you. I'm going to lie to them again. I don't have any faith in them. And he's going for a score draw. It's interesting. We were just talking about that, Blob, and I thought it was an absolutely dismal game. And I think most people would agree with me. But as a United fan, obviously I'm quite happy to take to take a point against Liverpool, especially away. And I don't care how dismal it looks for the neutral. For me, that's a good point. But we've started this game very well. Oh, lordy, we should have scored there. And closing down, the trigger press, if you watch the closing down there, did you see that, guys? My midfield closed down far too quickly on him there, and he was almost past us. And that is what you want to, the kind of thing you want to look out for. I of course was rooting for United. I didn't think we looked like scoring, but I thought we defended extremely well. They'd obviously been looking at my tutorial, and we have scored. And Langstaff has been watching Hoyland's tutorials because he's put us 1-0 up. And what a strike. And we are romping this. But what? Reading have gone back to the top. How is that possible? How is that remotely possible? We are ahead. Langstaff, he's in good form at the moment, Langstaff. And we look like we are the better team. We're not particularly good in terms of chance. Oh, my Lord. Set piece, nothing we could do about that. My goalkeeper was a bit suspect there. But my goodness me, that was a good strike. There's 1-1. Now, of course, it is correct that Reading have gone to the top of the league. Defensively, we were very poor, mopping that up. But I don't think there was much you can do about that. That is not defensive failing. That is just one of those things. I have to worry that they have got a very, very good shots on target ratio, and their XG is much better than ours. Twice as good as ours. But we've had all the possession. And at the moment, it's a bit of a stalemate. And we've dropped down to third. How can this possibly happen? But not to worry. We're doing okay. We've got all the match momentum at the moment. All is not lost. Just like, I'm not... He punched it straight back into the middle of the penalty area. And that's what was wrong with that. You just like flick it over the bar. That's all he needed to do. We are actually the better team at the moment. I think we've been unlucky. Do I want to tell them that? I'm going to say I'm proud of their efforts. Keep going. You can win this. And you've got the ability, especially you, Langstaff. You're an outstanding player. I'm going to say I'm happy with him. Praise possibly isn't the greatest thing to do at this point. But I think when your team isn't the best team in the world, praise will help them. The match momentum has shifted at the beginning of the second half, but they haven't created anything. So at the moment, we're doing okay. I think maybe what I need to do is go a little bit more positive. So we are going to shift to a positive mentality. And I'm not actually going to press them because they are actually doing quite well in terms of fitness. So, but we are going to go to a little bit more of a positive mentality. And I'm going to go and make some changes now as well. Kind of para. Ha ha ha, Ben. Oi, we are doing very well, Ben. We're doing exceptionally well here. Nemain again is not playing very well. And that's a little bit unhappy with Nemain. Penny, no, it's Cameron, is it? So we're going to bring on Aline for Cameron. Forson is not having a great game, but I'm prepared to actually work with him and keep him going at the moment. Gibbons is nervous, so don't want to actually bring him in. Corness is playing well. Bowden's not. So we'll bring on Palmer and put Corness back as the DLP. And we'll do that'll do for now. I'm waiting for tired players more than anything. So come on, boys. We got this. Let's get this. One more goal. We go back to the top. Come on. Forson, chance, penalty, penalty. The referee waved his arms away. Come on, ref. That was a pen. If that had happened in my penalty area, they would have had a penalty. No doubt about it. And I don't want to lose this game after playing so well. I don't want them to sneak this game. The risk of going more positive when you're not a good team means that you are vulnerable at the back. I've got good defenders back there now, so hopefully... do I need to up the press, I wonder? Do I need to just give them a little bit more to think about? Probably, because now they've scored. Was he offside? I think, yeah, we were right. It was going to happen, wasn't it? Oh, this is so bad. We've been the better team, so it's just nonsense defending that's let us down. Wing back on defend. I don't know where he'd gone. Oh, he's on a 6.5. He's not having a very good game, actually, so that's probably why. So he's coming off. And the Funky Gibbon is coming on. Corness is getting tired. And I'm going to shout at them. And we're going to go attacking. We're going to go very attacking. And he's going to go to a fullback on attack. And Randall is already a winger on attack. So, come on, boys. This is really nonsense. We've been the better team, and we should have won this. I'm really angry with this. Sometimes this game drives you nuts. There's no reason for this. We all like a bit of a berate. Oh, just berate them. None of this demanding more. They've been terrible, to be fair. So, yeah, this Barnsley recovery did start against us. What's he given there? What's the ref given there? He's given them a penalty. For what? Well, we've been soundly beaten here. Absolutely soundly beaten. I wasn't expecting that. We took the lead. I thought everything's looking nice. Goalkeeper 6.4. Defence have been terrible. Looks like there's a berating coming up. I mean, very attacking at 2-1. Was it too much? You've got to throw the kitchen sink at them. We're at home. Sitting back was going to be no good from there. We're just losing the ball. That's what's the problem. They're better than we are at gaining possession. That's what's happened. They've hardly created any chances, though. Langstaff! As he pulled us back. I think he might have been offside, though. I think my joy is turning to despair. No, it's been given. It looks like it's been given. We could come back into this yet. 3-2. The most... Oh, no, it was disallowed. Oh, make your mind up, game. It was just really poor defending. Attacking-wise, we did all right. Defending was poor. We should have had a penalty. We should have had a penalty there. They had a penalty given for nothing. I didn't see anything. And we've had 2 clear penalties not given. And we've dominated the game. And this happened against Peterborough. Again, the defeat against Peterborough. And we were not good enough. Simple as that. And so now we're back in third. And just when I thought everything was going to work out tonight, now I don't feel very optimistic of promotion. So that's a blot on the landscape. It's not pretty as we go into a new month. Where are Carlisle? Yeah, all these teams down the bottom. Are they down the bottom, Carlisle, again? No, where are Carlisle? Oh, Carlisle are in the cup, are they? Carlisle must be in the cup, yeah. And then Port Vale, Wickham and Burton. Burton, Port Vale down the bottom. Wickham. Where are Wickham? 6th. See, I like playing teams 6th and 7th and 8th better than teams down here. We can't seem to handle teams down the bottom. Never have been able to. I need to rest players, don't I? Actually, I probably don't need to rest them. I probably need to rotate the team. I don't care about that Papa John's trophy. It's just so annoying when you are clearly the best team, and the 2 games we've lost this season, Peterborough and Barnsley, we've been the much better team. And it's so annoying that the game has to do it like that. Make us the worst team when we lose. That's how it should be, not the better team always when we're losing. It's so... And this game is weird sometimes. You're always the better team when you lose. I'm going to give the goalkeeper a swap. And then I'm going to rotate this team, give them a rest. Chickson can play there. And then Ogwyn for Cameron. I don't have another central defender, do I? I might actually play Brindley as a central defender, why not? And then Matty Palmer can come in here. So we'll swap those 2 over, Pett and Palmer. And then, oh no, Bostock can come in here, and Pett. Not Pett, but Palmer. They should be fit, this team. Nemain definitely needs resting. He's having a dreadful time. And the trouble is I'm struggling. Sam Austin can come on and play on the wing. Kedwin Scott can play there. Marias can play there. And it's up front. I don't have another striker, do I now? That's the problem, isn't it? McGoldrick. So, Scott. No, let's put Marias as the striker. And attacking mid. Don't have an attacking mid, do I? Can Palmer play as the attacking mid? No. I don't have an attacking mid now, do I? Have to be McGoldrick. No one can play as the attacking mid. Forson can come in here. And then Aline, Penny. Where's my right back coming from? Oh God, I hate doing this. Where's my right back? Oh, he's already there. He's playing as central defender. Okay, we won't go have a right back on the bench. Cornes, Osu can come on to the bench for Cameron. McGoldrick and Randall. Yeah, that'll do fine. So I really don't have any problem in losing this game against Carlisle. But you predict a win this time. I'm not sure. We've been beaten in this and this guy's saying we fear another Carlisle defeat. Did we lose to them a lot last season? I don't know. Oh, I signed him before Charlie Lakin. I signed him for Newport in FM22. He was a better player by the look of it then. But yeah, I remember signing Charlie Lakin last year for Newport. That's kind of cool. Oh, you never guess who keeps turning up on my you'll think this is funny. The guy who keeps turning up the most on my Hiroshima save And I keep getting, like, all my coaches are forcing him on must buy is Scott Twine. And he's turning up in my Japan save, and I keep laughing every time. He's the must-sign priority signing, Scott Twine. When you look at his report, and I can't do any more scouting on him, when you look at his report, it's really quite funny because everything is filled in apart from his free kick taking and his corners. And of course, somebody who doesn't know Scott Twine will not know that he is a super free kick taker. And he's like got 17 for free kicks and 14 for corners. So he is somebody that he is being touted as a signing in Hiroshima, which I find very amusing, as he was the player I tried so hard to get rid of when I was doing the Burnley save, and it took me yonks to get rid of Scott Twine. So interesting, really interesting. I wonder if the game remembers all this stuff. Let's go and do this. I really am not worrying too much about this game. I really need to focus only on the league. They are very tired. So actually, against a team like this, we have to play positive, and we are going to press them. I'm not going to counter-attack, but I am going to press them. And hopefully we've picked a team that will get some value out of this. I wonder if we'll get a repeat of the National. Hi, Duckbury. National League, but with Wrexham and Notts County going up to League One next year. Possible. Possible. Would be a good call. No, we don't do never pressing. And this is... He's not willing to give me any advice. Yeah, he's just wants to do that one now. We're not doing that. We'll just go into this game focused on our own game, and I'm going to tell them I need a strong defence there today. Tell the players up top and in midfield I got faith in them. I was shocked at their defensive work last time, and we should be beating these guys. They're tired. We're a league above them. But I really don't know how to play against teams who I'm better than. And that is my big failing in FM, is how do you win games against teams that you are better than and should be winning? And at the moment, again, it's not happening, which is really weird. Maybe we're just going to have to wear them down. Maybe I just need to go attacking. We've had all the... Let's go attacking. We've had all the play. And put... he can go onto a support duty. Get him further up the pitch. At the moment, though, nothing's happening. It's another one of these games where nothing is happening. And if we have another poor result, we'll probably go out of this competition. We don't want another poor result in this competition. And it is going to be Carlisle who take the lead. Nope, it's headed clear. Oh, we're not looking very good again. But then this is such a rotated team. Well, yeah, this isn't good enough. It's absolutely unacceptable. I am going to... One of the things he said there was, I'm not going to do that anymore, but we are going to shoot on sight now. One of the things he said is the assistant mentioned was you're not going to win this game if you don't shoot. And so therefore might be that we have to shoot on sight, get them just trying to score a goal. Because at the moment it looks terrible. Although I can't really complain because this is pretty much the second team who are doing better than the first team did last time out. And there it is, the shoot on sight. The main finally has come up with a goal, which is nice. And oh, that was the old slidey. I haven't seen one of those. That was a good celebration. He slid along the ground. Don't see that in the celebrations very often. It was actually quite poor from the main because it was a bit greedy, if you ask me. Yep, we know he's onside. So we've taken the lead, and that should hopefully be what we need. Although I'm not really that bothered. And the main probably needs a rest now, because he's going to have to play on the wing until my other boy is recovered. So the main needs to come off. Austin can come on there. And that's what we'll do for now. Kedwin, Scott, Randall should be okay. Kwanzaa and Aline, probably one of those will need to come off. Kwanzaa is tired. Let's make some changes. Quine is also tired. So Gibbons, Berjami can come on for a game. I know this is going to be a disaster bringing him on. Forson can come off. Kedwin Scott's not playing very well, but I don't want to take him off. There's other players. I want to rest Langstaff. I'm not just bring him on for 20 minutes if we don't need to. Cheers, Ben. Good to see you, mate. Always a pleasure chatting to you. Have a good night and rest well. And we do have another chance. Austin, come on now, come on. Into the box, Palmer. He's been turned again. Need to cross it quicker. Berjami, nice to see him back after his long injury. And we have scored, Marias. It's nice to score a goal or two, even if it's in the Papa John, but it's been disallowed for offside. Who was offside? Never mind. We do have Cameron, who's tired, but he needs to play on. Bowden is tired. I don't have... He's going to have to play on. See, I left the bench again to the assistant. And there is nothing available here, just a central defender. But Aline can come off. And then Longstaff. Well, we can't use any more subs anyway. That was kind of weird. There was nothing available on the bench. But I left it to my assistant, and that's never a good thing. But I think now we're pretty much done. We'll come off that now. Come down off that. Conserve a bit of energy. And hopefully that will see us through, and we should be top of the group, which we are. But okay, I'm happy about that. It's given us a win, which is important. But I would prefer to win the league matches. And I think now I do have to rest them. Although probably only a few of them are going to play on the weekend. It's still good to give people a rest after a game. If games are coming thick and fast, give them a rest. I'm not quite sure how many people are in. Does it show you, Andy, how many people are here? I know it's sometimes only been me and you, so like I could actually say, if you want to get off, we'll have an early night if it's only me and you. But at the moment, we can play a couple more. It says one, so it's just you at the moment then, Andy. So all you got to do is let me know when you want to go, and then I can close it down then. It's such a shame more people don't come to this. And I wonder why. Maybe people just don't go to live streams on YouTube. They just follow them on Twitch. I don't know. It's really interesting. I've had a big surge in people joining the channel over the weekend. Huge. Since the 444121 video came out. Had about, I don't know, 60 or 70 in the few days. Bit more perhaps. So people are coming along, but they're just not coming to the live stream, and that's such a shame. And I just want to check that now. Just check that. Yeah, we've gone up again. So we're getting people joining the channel. They're just not coming to the live stream, which is a little bit of a shame. Because this is my favorite part of doing YouTube, is doing the live stuff. I do have a sore throat at the end of it, because talking for 2 hours is not easy. And Port Vale, where at Port Vale did we see? The 23rd. I hate games like that. We have to play attacking. I think we have to press them, and I think we have to play attacking. They're like Carlisle, aren't they? So we need to push the lines up. We're going to press them. I think we probably need to get stuck in, and we need to counter press them. Possibly need to think about upping the tempo a little bit, and I might even take those two things off. Let's try and play them. Yeah, I mean, I know, and also I know people are struggling to catch up with my videos. I've still got people watching episode 14 and 15, so there's just not enough hours in the day for people, and I understand that. Some people find it really hard, and to spend 2 hours watching a live stream, some people would find that extremely difficult. So yeah, I mean, I do understand. Although it would be nice if we could get a bit more. This guy, I'm getting a bit fed up of him, but these two I think we'll keep. He's on international duty, so Cameron is going to have to play. Elaine is on international. It's funny having players on international duty in League One. Where is Cameron? Where is Cameron? Where are you, my friend? He's gone. Cameron. Oh, he's on. What is he doing at fullback? And then we will have. Who's my other? Where's my other left back? The players keep disappearing here. It's not Gibbons. Who's? Where is my left back gone? This is weird. This is a bit strange. He's completely disappeared off the planet. Matt Penny, where is he? He's gone. Oh, there he is. Matt Penny, found you. Oh boy, I think I'm going nuts. Then we have. I've got to put my faith in them. Bowden and Coroness. I have to keep the faith in those boys, although if we have some more poor performances, Nemain again, another one, I have to keep the faith. Jody Jones will be back soon, and he will be useful to have here. To the toilet. I think I'm just going nuts. I'm losing my mind. He's coming back to training. McGoldrick and then Forson. and Macaulay Langstaff. But let's have a look at the bench. Baldwin is good on the bench. Gibbons, yes, the right back. Left back, Chickson. Midfielder, probably Bostock, but no, probably Palmer. Chickson's on international duty as well, is he? So Osu will come onto the bench as the left back. Why are they on international duty? Shouldn't they be internationals when the international break is on? Why are they breaking the rules? So Brindley can actually come on there. Gibbons can go to the left with Baldwin, Matt Palmer, and then Marias for Kedwin Scott and Austin or Randall. One of those can play. So this is a game I've got to go attacking. I really must go attacking for this one. We can't afford not to. I'm half tempted, but we've got these two on attack on that side. And so we want to counter press. Yeah. High lines. Trigger press more. I can't afford not to attack them. I don't know. I've tried giving these teams at the bottom of the league, I've tried giving them respect. It just, like, nothing I seem to do works. And I just feel like this won't work either. But we'll go attacking. We have to attack them. Especially as we're at home. And if we can get a couple of quick goals, then we can ease off a little bit. But I like, this is where I fall down. I do not know how to beat teams who are below me in the league. And I wish somebody would take me on a training course and say, Phil, this is how you do it. Sit here with me for an hour and I will tell you how to do it. And then when I go and try it, it will work. And because I cannot figure it out. And play for set pieces, why not? And then opposition. I mean, their form is dreadful. Absolutely. And look how tired they are. They're going to sit back as well, aren't they? So left foot. They are poor. And it's just a case of, can we break them down? Close him down, hard tackle him. And Jason Lowe. Left foot. They are poor. They're poor. Ojo has a bit of passing nous about him. Hard tackle him and tight mark him. And again, it's this odd system. I'm not going to do anything with them at this point. Just focus on our own game. I don't really feel like we need to do. I might just tight mark this forward. Just tell my boys to tight mark him. He's not that dangerous. And we should be, I think, focused with our play down the right. We have good relationships working out there. But a bit reluctant to do that. Let's just go attack them and let's see what happens. I don't believe for a minute the game is going to let me win this. But let's attack them. See what happens. Yeah, let's make sure that we do. And let's get out there and score a few goals today. Let's send the fans home happy. Because we've not been playing very well. We're just about holding our own here. But we've not been playing very well of late, and still nothing's happening. Our passing is a bit off, only 88%. But we've had most of the passing possession. Not a chance, though, even though we're attacking. There's the first chance. And it's on target, which is a good sign. We've got the match momentum, but it is, again, how do you break these boys down? They are sitting right back. We've just got to try and break them down, and it's not happening at the moment. Despite the fact that they're dead on their feet almost by half-time. And this doesn't look promising either. We're going to get FM'd here again. No. No, we're not. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's have something to cheer about. Come on. Oh, God, he's taking way too long. And that is going to turn the ball over now, isn't it? No, we've won it back. Come on, where are all these good players we're supposed to have? Corness, Nemain, Langstaff. Oh, that's terrible passing. Who was that? But well done, Nemain. Nemain's come into a bit of form of late. He was absolutely dreadful for the last few games. But he's found a bit of form. McGoldrick, header, Langstaff. Come on, put it away. Langstaff, finally. Is that offside, though? Yeah, the referee spotted it. I spotted it. It was offside. But at least we're showing we can break them down. We've had all the game. If we don't win this, the game is cheating. Because that would be 2 games on the trot. Again, we're not shooting enough. So maybe we've got to go a little bit shoot on target. And try and get put one of these away. I mean, like, how can you not win this? I understand that you one game where you dominate and you don't win it, but every bloody game, no, I'm not buying that. So come on, allow us to put one of these in the back of the net. Still not, is it? Still not going to let us. And I just feel it's not going to be our day again. Oh, come on, boys, come on. Langstaff's on a 6.4. He's played well for 2 games. Now he's going to disappear. What was that? This is awful. It's really awful. Right, we give them a shout. And give them 10 minutes then. So Langstaff, we're going to demand more. Forsen, we're going to demand more. And then we're going to give those boys 10 minutes if they don't come up with anything. Again, we're absolutely hammering them. It's just not going to be. It's not going to let us. And maybe I've got to do something in terms of... Right, okay. They've got to come off. Marias can come on up front. Randall can come on for Forsen. And everybody else seems to be doing okay. Nemain again is having a poor game. It's... Bowden is playing quite well. I don't know what to do. Really don't know what to do. I'm actually going to just pull the line back, and I am going to just play a little bit narrower. Don't want to slow it down anymore. Want to pass it more. But I can't do that because we've gone wider. So I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. This is another example of a team at the bottom of the league who it's impossible to beat. It's just like, it's my nemesis. Always will be and always has been. Everybody else is playing okay. Nobody's extremely tired, so I'm just going to wait now till people get extremely tired. As the front two are having an absolute nightmare. And look at this. So the stats just break my heart. This is nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. If the game is going to beat you, it should beat you, not tease you like this. Yeah, thinking about it. I don't have the players to do it, Andy. Let's go very attacking. Let's put everybody on attack for the last 5 minutes. Everyone can go on attack. Where's my centre mid? He can go on attack. Let's just try anything for 5 minutes. Namain is tired. Corness is tired. Palmer can come on. And then Gibbons left back. Brindley at right back. But it's just not going to happen. We're just going to go into some bad form, are we? It's not like we're playing badly. It's just not letting us win. And there's nothing I can do about that. If the game is going to throw its toys out of the pram, there's nothing I can do about it. And we're going to give away a goal here. Oof, Lord. We almost gave away a goal then. And that would have really cheesed me off. I don't know. Maybe I should not be going very attacking. Maybe I should just accept we're not good enough and just be positive rather than... Because maybe that is too much risk and we're giving too much space at the back. But I don't know what else to do. We've torn them apart. And we just can't put the ball in the back of the net. It's not going to be. It's not even going to let that highlight play out. And that's not good enough. I'm disappointed again. But I can't say I'm disappointed with the players. I'm just going to say I'm disappointed with the game. With the game of football. Because it's unfair. And we don't deserve this. And I'm getting annoyed now. As you can tell, that the game is playing stupid things now. These two games, Barnsley hammered them. Port Vale hammered them. But because they're teams at the bottom of the league, this is my nemesis. And don't know what to do. Wickham, I think they're top of the league now, aren't they? Yeah, we'll beat them. We don't have any problem in those games. We'll beat Wickham. And this game will prove how silly it is sometimes. Oh, cheers, Matthew. You're not catching me on a good day. The game is misbehaving something chronic at the moment. And you're not catching me on a good day. But nice to see you there. I'm just going to play one more game, I think. We're going to play the Wickham game. And then we'll call it a night after Wickham. And hopefully we'll have a better time when we come back on Tuesday. Because this is getting really bad. And maybe the game is just saying, ha ha, you really are a bad team. And we've just led you on at the beginning of the season. And now we're going to show you your true colours. Maybe that's what the game is saying. But I'm finding it difficult to accept how we've hammered these teams and we've not been allowed to win either game. And I'm really finding that hard to accept. One of them, fair enough. Both of them, no. So let's go and play one more game. When is the next game? Saturday. We don't need to rest them. Maybe some of this team need to be dropped then maybe some of this team is not playing well enough to be considered first team players anymore. Being played outside is agreed role. He's played mostly as a deep line playmaker. I'll take care of it. We'll switch him over with Bowden. He has lately been playing as the centre mid because he's better at centre mid and Bowden's better at the DLP. But okay, we will swap him over. Why is Klopp watching Corness? Should be watching his own stuff. He's developing very nicely as a centre mid. Who did we get in the cup? Oh, Woking. That's where I live. Oh, that's interesting. I live in Woking, so that will be a big game, and that'll be in the next episode, though. I think we'll want to put one over Woking. So that's an interesting draw. So let's go and play Wickham, and then we'll call it a night. I'm actually getting quite hungry, and I do have a Jamaican jerk patty for later, which doesn't sound the most appealing of food, but Nemain is out, and that means I don't have any right wingers now. Brilliant. How the hell am I supposed to deal with this? Unless Geordie Jones is back fit. Is Austin or Randall, isn't it? Both of those are rubbish. So Randall will have to come in. Austin will come onto the bench. When's Geordie Jones back? He should be fit, actually. He can come onto the bench, Geordie Jones, instead of Austin. So one winger in, one winger out. Oh, thank you, Marcelo. That is really kind of you, my friend. You've been sitting there very quietly. Thank you so much for your generosity, Marcelo. That has really cheered me up a lot because things have been tough today. And that has made me smile and made me feel a lot better. And none of these players are getting a share of that because they've been absolutely rubbish today. And they don't deserve it. But thank you so much for your kindness. I do appreciate it. And Aline, why does he want to drop? Corness, we can't play him there, I'm afraid. Because I've told Klopp that he wants to play as a DLP. So, unfortunately, we're not allowed to play in there. But Bowden can play here. It's not a big deal. Aline can come in for Cameron. Are some of these players not putting the effort in? Geordie Jones, is he fit? I think he's fit. He can come in here and Forson players attack in mid. Just mix it up a little bit. We'll try it that way. Some of these Penny, I think Quinnin is not having the greatest of times. 6.78. Need to be telling these guys, you can't just decide, you can't just be there. Brindley, they need a warning. I need another left back if I'm going to do that, though. Chickson should be going in as the left back. And Gibbons. So maybe we have to, like, switch it up a little bit. And then these fullbacks who are not playing very well, they need to, I mean, none of the defense, given that they were supposed to be very, very good players, but I guess they're young. But I need to change some of this team because it's not playing very well at the moment. I'm also worried about up top, but I don't have anyone who can play instead of... If I have an injury, then I've got real problems up front. If I have an injury to... what's his name? Langstaff. I've got real problems up front. Because I only have Murray, who's a 1.5 star player, who can play there. And that's not going to be very good. These are the same players, except for Sam Austin, who can have a little bit of a rollicking. That's really kind of you to say, Marcelo. Really appreciate it. It does make my day when people do things like that. It's really nice. Thank you very much, my friend. So what's your call on this one then, Andy? Are we going to recover here against Wycombe, or is it going to be much the same? Wycombe, who are doing very well, they're in 7th. This is the kind of game that we win. And let's go back to doing what we were doing right at the beginning. You think a draw, Andy? And we'll tactically just go back to what we were doing. I'm a bit concerned we might be pressing a little bit too much here. So we'll go balance, just the shorter tempo. I'm going to forget this. We should be playing... I don't want to counter press. We're not going to do that. It wasn't working for us. We'll pull the line back just to begin with. Just as what we were doing right at the beginning. And the pressure's all on them. Let's go out there. Let's make everybody proud. And for a change, can we finish an episode with a victory? I don't think we have ever finished an episode with a win. Just for a change, FM, can we do that? Would you mind? I think the game can hear you, so talking to the game is not a sign of madness, because the game does hear you. Because when you say something, then it does the opposite. So, FM, could you just do us a little bit of a favour? Would that be all right? Now, just pass it around nice and slow. That's how we play, boys, remember? Over the top. Oh, lovely pass. Longstaff. Go on, you're in. He's in. 1-0. Thank you, FM. Did you think you were listening to me? We have gone a goal up. Oh, boy. Sneaky win, Matthew, you think? I don't know. I used to be quite good at calling results, but I don't know. If we defend well, we've done it. And defensively... this does work, and it has worked really well. But look at the state of this. This is horrendous. It's almost like they've forgotten how to play together. Their shape is dreadful. But it's nice to have Geordie Jones back. He's a good player. And we're not the better team at the moment, and we're being dragged a little bit out of shape, which is not good looking at the heat map. And I'm not quite sure how they are doing that. Because he's now playing as the DLP, we've got Bowden and him switched over, and they're not used to that, perhaps. Go on, nice through ball here. Forson playing as the attacking mid for a change. Oh, my lord. That was close. There's only 5 minutes gone. It feels like an eternity. Come on, boys. We've had all the game here. That's a nice free kick. Yes! That's what I wanted. 2-0. And have we gone back to the top now? I don't know why I play this game. My nerves cannot stand it. What a good free kick. And Forson. Oh, it's an own goal, I think. But I think it might have been on target. But for me, that's an own goal. And we're in second. So, I have to tell you what, I am so hard on my players. I've got to stop it. Because we are a bunch of no-hopers. And we are in second. Oof. So I've got to stop. being so hard on my players. Relax a little bit. I could never be a manager in real life. I'd never survive more than a couple of weeks. I'd be in a mental hospital. Come on, Corness, you've got this. Nice little free kick here. Oh, good save. Good save. You need to tell him to come off, ease off the tackles, because he is getting stuck in very tough, very hard at the base of the midfield there. And he's not the greatest of tacklers. It was okay having Bowden do it. Come on, come on. Let's make it 3. Offside. Offside. Are we in key highlights? Yeah, we're in key highlights. What's going on here? There's an awful lot of highlights. Come on, win this second ball. That's terrible. But that's better. So defensively, this looks good. And it's... If you haven't seen this defensive video that I just put out, it's just like you can see it happening. Every time we've played with this system, we've had a clean sheet. And every time I've tampered with it, we've then gone and lost the game. And I don't know, what is this? Is it a glitch in FM that if you do what's in that, you don't play counter-attacking and you don't play with the counter-press, that you defend like you're awesome? I don't know, what? Here's another chance. Can you make it 3? It's a good save. The goalkeeper's having a good game. Sneaky win. I think this is an easy win at the moment. Wickham have got nothing to offer. Come on, I need to make it 3 though, just in case second half syndrome's still around. Chance, into the box, Where's the support? There's nobody in the 6-yard box, but that doesn't matter because it's now 3-0. And Elaine from centre back. That was a good shot from a centre back. 3-0, and I think the game listened to me. I swear to God that the game does hear what you say. And I did ask it, can we finish the episode with a win? And because we don't think we ever have finished with a win, and so we're going to hopefully do that this time. 3-0, and where has this been in the last few games? It's not like we have played badly against Peterborough, against Barnsley, or in the last game. It's just that, where was this? We were playing exactly the same, dominating the team more than we are here. And yeah, it's a strange game, this. Very strange game. Do I mean the game or football? Probably both. Like Man United were totally dominated today and came away with a 0-0 draw. So I think we do forget that it... What? How did he miss that? I think we do forget in real life. It also throws up some very strange things in football. And Liverpool must have felt like they got FM'd today. They must have. But we're doing all right. It's 3-0 at the moment. Let's not do anything silly, though. I'm just going to keep an eye on this. Playing out of defence is not something you should generally do at this level. But this is a defensive unit that can pass the ball. And even though they can, it's not something you should do at this level. So let's just take that off. And Langstaff missed an open goal. Now they have just missed an open goal from a dreadful mistake. So this is a defensive unit that can pass. It's the only thing that this Notts County team can do is pass the ball. But as I said in my video about defending, just because they've got 12 passing, it does not mean that we are good at passing. So you have to adjust your tactic accordingly. That's good defending again. We're getting into good shape there to defend. And that's good defending again. And this is good to see. Because there's so many highlights. Because for so long, defending has been hard to do. But they have certainly come back into the game, haven't they? They have hit the woodwork 3 times, I think. And that was a big collision. They've got an XG of 1.41. I mean, I think it's just like it's important to stay focused, because these games can be turned around. So stay focused and we'll do all right. But we have not had the game for the last 25 minutes. So we need to wrestle the game back. We started well, but we've not played well second half of the first half, as it were. And it's still Wickham who are pushing forward, but we're actually doing all right. They're going to have to perform a lot better than that to pull 3 goals back. There's nothing much happening here. Time to make some changes. And we did make some changes to our team. Jody Jones has come in, done well. A 7.4. So it's good to have Jody Jones back. And where's my winger? What happened to my bench? So Jody Jones will have to come over here. I don't have a winger. And then I'm going to have to play Marias out here. Jody Jones is tired. I'll have to play. I've got players out of position now. My bench is all over the place. Chickson's on a yellow card. Yeah, I could bring on McGoldrick for Forson, but Forson's playing quite well for a change, and he's not that tired. Bowden is tired. And Gibbons is tired. He's on a yellow card as well. And then possibly the DM, but I don't know what's happened to my bench. Well, we'll bring on McGoldrick, give Forson a rest. And that'll be that. And hopefully we can see this game out now. Just keep passing it around. I don't know why they've got so tired. This is not in the game plan to get tired. They're not actually doing anything that could lead them to getting tired. So we'll just come off that a little bit. And now I think what we'll do is we'll go narrower, lower the tempo a little bit. Be more disciplined, dribble less. And just slow the game down as much as we can. Thank you. Cheers, Matthew. That is really kind of you, mate. I'd really appreciate it. The kindness of the guys today has been absolutely outstanding. And that's finally, my goalkeeper's made a good save. So 3-0, I'll take this. Where are we going to be? We are going to be in second. Back to another clean sheet, though. That's what we like to see. And we've done really well for a change. Let's see, a game against the team in 7th now. We go and win it. And it's really weird, isn't it? That's very, very strange. Can't beat the teams at the bottom of the league, but we've gone and beaten Wickham, the team who were in 7th. And well done, boys. That was a very, very good result. And we're back up into second place. And we are still just a goal difference. So this team is still surprising everybody, including me. I don't know how they are doing it. And defensively, I'm going to stick with what we are doing. I don't care who the team is. Defensively, we need to stay what we're doing. Because every time we play like that, we get a clean sheet. And look at the number of clean sheets that we've had in the last few games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clean sheets in 6 games. We have to keep defending like we have been. Every time I change it a little bit, it goes pear-shaped. I think that's what it is. This team needs a rest. Because they have a game coming up on the Tuesday, so they need to be rested. And change, I think rotating the team a little bit there helped. But we're back on course. And that's good news. And for the first time in a long time, we finished the episode with a win. And they must have heard the sneaky. It could be Matthew, could be. Or like the game does listen to you. I know the game hears exactly what you say. And because as soon as you say to yourself, oh, we're playing really well at the moment, you go and lose. The game hears you. So I did ask it to tell me, to give me a win to finish an episode, which it's duly obliged. And I think we're doing well. We can't complain. This is a team that should not be where it is. And to be getting them to this point, we look at the season preview. Initially we were 15th, now we've gone up to 13th, and we're actually in second. This is not where we should be. I think just another few wins we'll be safe from relegation, and that's how I'm looking at this. Let's keep ourselves safe, and let's keep winning games. The tactic is working, and the fact that we don't counter press and don't counter, that is what makes it work. And everything else looks nice. And then pulling this line back also helps. If your defense is not good, pull your line back. And so that's it for this episode tonight. It's almost 10 o'clock. So we thank you guys. Thank you, Marcelo. Thank you, Matthew, for your generosity. Thank you, Andy, for your generosity as a member. I appreciate all you guys. And thank you for coming and talking to me, because I love doing this live streams. Doing videos, as I constantly say, they're lonely. It's lonely doing videos. Doing a live stream, I get to interact with you guys. And had some very interesting questions from someone very, very much earlier on. Utsav, I think, asked a couple of very interesting questions. And hopefully he got the answers he needed. But it's just great. I just love it. And I can be a little bit goofy. I can be angry. I can be all kinds of emotions that I feel. And it's great. So thanks for coming, and hopefully we will see you all, guys, for another helping of Notts County on Tuesday. We'll be back as usual at 8 o'clock. Thanks, guys, for coming round, and we'll see you next time. And hopefully this is going to keep going. Who knows where this is going to go. Thanks for coming, guys. See you next time.